I spoke to a lot of people outside, you know, just music. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't spoke to artists, painters. You know what I mean? All kind of people. You know, so that's just. I don't get, you know, I just want to throw that out there. Like, we ain't just, you know, we speak to everybody. We're not just, you know, one-sided here. You know, I love music. And that's the thing with the show. The show is basically to speak to all different people, walks of life. Right. But the commonality is we like music. You know, I feel like everybody has a soundtrack to their life. You know what I'm saying? That you may be going through. You could be a bus driver or whatever, and you getting ready for work, but you playing whatever you play, or while you at work, I don't know, or you in the gym, a teacher, or you riding on a trip somewhere. You know, whatever you do, you know, I feel music somewhere comes in it. You know what I mean? If not,
facts.
Music is a part of your life. So that's where we find the common.
Because I'm like that. Yeah, I like it. Does. For my life, it does. So I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I came up with that. And that's why I was like, yo, I want to talk to all different people. I spoke to, man, we spoke to a lot of people, man. I got to shout out to us, man. I don't even be, what's naming myself, man, bigging myself up. I don't know how to, but now that I think about it, when it's hindsight.
Shout out to DutchWrld.P.
Yeah, we check us out, man. We
I am him is me. Man, shout out to Collector's Choice. Shout out to motherfucking Hi-Hat Grabber.
Oh yeah, shout out to Hi-Hat Grabber. You know, that's the family. You're right.
Always on the hi-hat.
You know that.
CMF, Choice Media Films.
I love
That's
it.
how we do it. We shout ourselves out in this motherfucker.
I love it.
All right. Next question. What challenges have you faced in your career, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Well, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. There's many different times, man, I want to give up. You know, those are the challenges with that is like, when you know, like, you gotta have, when you doing this shit, like when you passionate about something, I feel like you're supposed to have a certain drive, a certain feel, and if you really ain't feeling it, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You cheering to that?
Even though you kind of know what we...
Yeah,
we definitely got the choice cups on that. Yo, if y'all need these, 2Cs.shop. Get your collector choice cups. They don't break, they don't bend, they don't fold. Your kids can have them. You ain't got to worry about them breaking glass, none of that. You know what I mean?
Man, there's plenty of times I felt like giving up, man, due to like, you know, personal shit. You know, not knowing how to put that aside. Because, you know, it kind of affects you, you know what I mean? You don't want that to display the energy.
Right.
So there's plenty of times where I just felt like it wasn't hitting, where, you know, I still, to this day, battle that. Because it's like, yo, I'll do certain conversations. I don't like to call them interviews. I'll do certain conversations and feel like this was a good conversation and it's not being appreciated, or it's not, you know, it's not being viewed upon, and that would like discourage me sometimes. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, yo, what to do? You know what I mean? So I
told you that. You asked me that question.
Yeah.
I said, nah, never. My thing is sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't know what to do.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's where I go through that and I get discouraged. It's like, yo, I'm not in it. You know, and that's where the lack of consistency, because now I let that affect, you know what I mean? And that shouldn't. I should be able to put that aside and get to work, because this is what it's about, because all that is extra, you know what I mean? But, you know, sometimes that's a battle in itself. You know, that's keeping it 100.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's a fact.
What are the key qualities and skills you think you need to excel in the field you do?
Well, one, I feel like my voice.
So anybody trying to get into this shit gotta have like a distinctive voice?
I feel like, no.
I feel good about that because I got a distinctive voice.
I don't feel that you have to have a distinctive voice.
But y'all gonna hear me now because I got my own shit.
But I feel that if you have that, that's a plus in itself, because that's gonna draw the people in. You know what I mean? Like, even if I may not be looking at you right now, but I can hear you. The voice, you know what I mean? Once they hear the voice, it's like, okay.
I know.
So you know what I mean? I wanted to find that voice, where you know it's me. So I'm working on that, and I'm, you know, my introduction and, you know, how I bring in the show, and I want to work on, you know, like the questions that I ask. I want, you know, I also, cause
No, not for you, for somebody else. What are the skills you think they need to have to excel in the qualities that they need to have to be in your field? Like you doing, doing this, King.
Okay.
What you think we got you up here for?
Okay, well,
listen,
you know, because I'm still in the field. You know,
you damn right.
Yeah, I'm still in the field.
You up here with CMF? You the best. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here, baby.
This quality shit here, man.
All right.
Fucking Doc Marley in the building.
Yeah, we in the building.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, that's
the techniques and everything back here, you know, we on quality shit.
That's right.
So what do these people need to have that's trying to get where you at? You know what I'm saying? Do the things that you doing and connect with the people that you have connected with.
Well, one, I say, and I'm learning this too, do it yourself mentality. Because, you know, a lot of the times it's not going to pan out to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my man's going to tell me the spot. I got this spot I could go to and da-da-da. Like, if you're really passionate about this or you're really trying, like, you got to really, like, I guess, you know, do your homework, man. Because I'm still learning too as I go. So this is all learning. Like, this is a new game. So if you try and get in this field, I think you should try and do your homework and appreciate the ones that, you know, that came before. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to know everybody, you know, everybody's shit, but you know, tap in with the people, appreciate the ones before.
Nobody put us on.
You know what I'm saying? And again, consistency is the biggest thing. I keep telling you that. I think that beats everything. Cause I feel like you have a mediocre show, but if you stay coming on a Thursday at 12, and every day for the next 2-3 years. By like your 4th, 5th year, it's gonna pop. Cause I'm like, yo, this has been on for like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on over there? You know what I'm saying? So, I think that outweighs everything. And you know, also networking. You know, networking is big too. Don't be afraid to, you know, step out your comfort zone and, you know, reach out.
Me and Molly was talking about that the other day. That concept, like, you know what's crazy? Some concepts that we say, they just sound good, but they're not true.
Like what's that?
Good work gonna sell itself. If you in the middle of nowhere, you got good work,
good,
and everybody around got money for the good work.
How they gonna know?
They don't know if you don't put it out there.
How they gonna know if it's
You know what I'm saying? So
that's only true once they know already.
Right, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's that's a good line.
The actual line of it, that ain't true.
You
gotta market your shit regardless. You gotta push your line regardless.
That only work after the fact. You can say that after, like, cause you know, like, they know I got the good work and it's gonna sell itself. Nah. Yeah, that don't work for like if you so you got it, you holding it. Nah,
motherfuckers think like, oh nah, motherfucker, you gotta whatever you do, you still gotta do it. And push it.
Nah, that's a fact.
Market it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. No, that's
because
a fact.
If people don't know you doing it, they ain't gonna fuck with you.
Right,
all right, man. We in here with DutchWrld.P. We building Choice Media Films, Sox Cobain, co-host, Collect the Pup. He not
doing
here
your fucking thing too, man.
Shout out to him.
This is good, man.
Oh yeah, man. I learned from the best, man. You know, listen, man. They know who I'm
learning from you too. As I'm sitting here watching. This is what I do. I watch. You know, I'm one of those. I'm sitting. I'm like, I am working up what I got to do.
All the situations that we form like Voltron, man. It's the kings that's around. Check this out though. So what are some common misconceptions about people in your profession, like podcasters or content creators and media people of the culture? What's some common misconceptions you think about us?
That we're journalists.
You don't think we're journalists at all?
No, I don't think so, because journalists, I feel like they get held accountable for something, you know what I mean? Like if they supposed, like, you're supposed to do, like, you're supposed to know this. Like, I feel like journalists, like when they do what they're doing and they write ups or whatever, like, you did the research and you put out there, so you supposed to know this already, right? Where I feel like us as content creators, I'm just giving my opinion on something that's already out there. Something I done heard, something I done seen. I could be wrong. Like, I'm not telling you everything is 100% factual.
Right, but this is not my shit. This is the evidence I gathered.
Yeah, so this is all opinion based. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's always like the disclaimer I feel like the podcast have, like, because podcasts get held accountable like they journalists. Like, they're not journalists. Like, they could be saying some wrong shit. They say wrong shit all the time. Like, I'll be watching, I'll be like, yo, that's totally wrong. You know what I'm saying? And people will run with that like that's the word is born, and it's not. You know what I mean? So I feel like they get that construed. And I think journalists don't like that. A real journalist that went to school, that put in the time to be a journalist, I don't think they appreciate
certain
that.
people are ghetto journalists?
Well, yeah, because they have ghetto news. But
And also, you don't think that certain people are journalists for certain people? Because I'm a person, I don't watch the news.
right.
But I know the weather, the financial economy through a podcast called On Your Leisure. So I know the condition of everything, not from the news and not from none of that. From that, they come on, they got lives, they got all that shit. So I follow us, they stay tuned, they stay live up like that. So that's kind of like my journalism on that tip. You know what I'm saying?
But again, they're I don't know if they're
They do
podcasts.
They're basically just display presenting facts. Because like you said, what we doing is presenting facts. So
I'm
like
presenting whatever, like what's out there. Like it's already documented. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I went and I really did the research on, or I'm giving you a new story that's like I'm breaking news, or you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing that. You know, so that's where I feel like there's a misconception right there.
How do you balance your personal life and your professional life? A couple of ways, like, just two ways, two examples you might want to give.
Well, man, that shit.
Well, not even an example, just how you do
that
it.
Shit is like.
Cause I know it get, cause I do this
complicated.
shit. I know it gets.
That
You
shit
know what I'm saying?
is
Just like how I
complicated.
hit you, like yo, I'm not gonna wait till 2:00 in the afternoon to hit you. I'm trying to hit you a little earlier. Yo, we get it out. You know what I mean?
That shit gets complicated sometimes because you gotta think when you got family, you got kids and stuff. So that's why I said it's like hard to stay consistent, even though it's like you gotta be consistent. But those like sometimes you gotta make a sacrifice. But there's other times where it's like nah, family come first. Most of the time, that's what it is in this industry. That's what it is. But when you're doing this, you gotta find a balance. Like you have to if you're trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're just doing this on some play shit, then you could, you know what I mean? You put your priorities first. But if you got a goal set in mind, like yo, I'm doing this because I'm trying to get on, and you're gonna have to. There's gonna be some sacrifices you gotta make, and that's real talk. Because you can ask all the ones that's big. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they had to make some sacrifices and do some shit that they didn't want to do or had to go through to get where they at. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy. There's nothing easy. There's no like. If it's easy, there's something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just. You got to go through some type of obstacle.
Right.
So I feel like with the personal shit though, you just got to know how to find the balance. Like, you just got to put in the time. Like, find the time. Like, yo, I'm going to do this day. You know what I mean? Set a day. Like, yo, on this day.
Time management.
Yeah, on this day, I'm going to do this. At this time, it's all about this. And after that, straight family. Before that, family, whatever. You got to set your times. Like
time management is major.
Having, what's that? Understanding. You know what I mean? Like, respecting that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's what it is.
Right. Think that. How do you think technology impacted the whole media scene since like since you came up, when it was magazines and mixtapes, and then podcasts came around, and now we got YouTube, and we got visual podcasts, and we got talk shows and things like Choice Media, and
it won't change.
You know what I'm saying, for something.
Gangsters are now on camera and making their own. It's different now. Sorry, it's different now. Okay, you got thugs, you got people from like the '90s, who you know what I mean? Who you wouldn't expect you know what I'm saying, to even be around. But they out here on the computer first thing, got the ill setup and all that. Like they like all in. So the technology really changed. You know, I guess they seen a lane. You know what I'm saying? I guess to get it. But I feel like with the technology, it's different, man. When I remember when I first started, like even the podcast lane changed because it's not the same like how when it started. Like now it's a little different. I remember before at a time where it was more like a music based. Like you had like everybody had like their sections. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you go over here for this, you go over here for that, go over here. Now I feel like everybody's like doing the same thing. So it's like everybody's kind of talking about the same thing. So it don't even matter what you watch because you're just hearing the same thing, but from like a different person. Like I don't know, like it got more trendy.
I totally agree.
It's different. Like you know what I'm saying. I can't really pinpoint it, but with the technology part,
that's why I gotta peep Choice Media because
it's gonna be I already know it's different. I already know I'm tapped in with you, so I already know what you're gonna do. But shout out to Choice Media, man. Let's cheers to that. I'm tapped in with you, so I already know what you're about to do and do with Choice Media. But I feel like with this technology thing, man, it's only gonna get deeper because they got the AI, they got the voice thing now. We could change the voice.
You know what's crazy?
You know what I'm saying? You could write a whole essay on just.
I was acting like
nothing.
This AI shit and all that, but yo, if you run a website right now and you are active. And you actively like run your shit and you in the back connecting shit, you're gonna be using these AI features that they got. You know why? Because it's saving you time and it's getting you money and it's getting you like you gotta know how.
It's to like cutting out the middleman.
You gotta be able. This shit is coming. You can't stop it. You better start thinking about how you gonna motherfucking fit in with it.
And I don't mean it's like cutting out the middleman because I'm sure eventually they're gonna be some type of play. But as of right now, it's like. You know, even with with the strike thing, why you think they don't really need these writers? Because it's like, yo, I could go on.
Did they come back yet?
Well, some of them, but not all, because it's got different unions. But like,
that's great.
But like you could go. I could go on Google and just put, you know what I'm saying? I could just put anything. Like let's say I want to do an interview on somebody. I just put their name and then it gives me the whole thing. I don't gotta do no research no more. Like it's like. Everything is at your demand. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could write an essay for you. They could make you sound like the smartest person in the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's different now. Like, I don't need somebody to write for me no more. Like, I could just, you know what I mean? So that's where the game is going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's different. Like,
yeah.
It's at your own leisure. Like, you don't really gotta, you gotta do shit. Just go and type it up. Like, type in the group and everything come right up. It's sort of like, yo, remember when the DJ shit changed? And then when they had and then when the DJ, you just press a button and then it start. You know what I'm saying? So it's, technology is going to always take beats.
It was kicked back doing that whole DJ thing and all that, but now it died down. Because damn near every DJ that was even using records is using that other shit now.
They don't know this. DJs don't know how to. The new DJs today don't know how to use a turntable. Or not, you know what I mean?
But even the new DJs that know how to use turntables today,
it's not the same.
Some of them might use turntables here and they might use the other shit somewhere else. But it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like the tech.
It's not the same. That's what I'm saying. It's not the same. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. Technology's gonna be technology. You know what I mean?
Alright, man, y'all know how my man DutchWrld.P feeling about the tech out here. Alright, so
you got
any mentors or influences that you know made a big impact on you really, you know, doing what you do. We don't say doing what you did up here, doing what you do.
Remember, like I said, man, Tax was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of, like I said, I was on Twitter back then, seeing him do it first. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he was the first, but that's the one I seen first. Like, you know, from my view. I'm not saying that he was. Then I seen I was following Combat Jack, Juan Espin. You know what I'm saying? So like they had the whole comedy side of it. You know, and then like again, Nori and Joe. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two. You know what I mean? Who I fuck with. Nori and Joe, you know, I look up to them, and you know, that's who I get my inspiration from. You know what I mean? From them dudes. So
Okay.
I fuck with them. And currency. Currency. I can never forget currency. Currency. I like the way how he his ethic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How he delivers. How he moves. You know what I mean? He's somebody I look at. Even though it's I don't rap. I look at how he
fuck with currency. His whole empire.
I just fuck with like how he do things, and I try to intertwine that, like yo, like that and West. Cause shout out to West because even. I mean, like, even before West too, but I also had a little, I was also into like that kind of thing because I like to do my art covers, like back then when you see like the SoundCloud, if you're going on SoundCloud and you see like the art covers and all that, like that's all me. I was doing all that. I like to do that type of, thing if I can. If I get in the mind, I just get crazy and just start doing all the art covers and all that. I was doing all that by myself. I always do that, so I always just like things like that too, you know what I'm saying? So I was a little artsy, I like to, I'm into the clothes too here and there, I'm not gonna say I'm the flyest, but I like to, I like the shit. I know the shit, you know what I'm saying? So
what we do up here is fashion, film, music, cannabis, and a little bit of current events.
And I'm all for everything.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So
you ain't coming up here if you ain't got your shit together.
Yeah, so
y'all motherfuckers better get your shit together if y'all think y'all pulling up on CMF.
So that's what it's about, yeah. So those are like my inspirations right there, man.
I like them joints right there too.
Yeah, man,
ain't your camera see them? Cause you know we showing joints. That's the A6 joints? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so, what's those?
Those are A6, man.
Yeah, that's the A6. My man love them joints. He got a couple pairs.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Like, yo, how you ain't got? I'm like, man, I like them.
These are comfortable.
Yeah, he said they comfortable.
You talking about the Yeezys and stuff? This is one of the most comfortable shoes I put on. But shout out to
Love those
A6.
You know what's crazy?
My lady got me these for my birthday.
When I was younger, Marley, on a 40, they had a crew called the ASEC crew. When I was a little kid, there was a crew over there. My block in Southside over there on 140 Rockaway. In that area was a crew called the ASEC crew.
Word?
Yeah, like
this
whole shit, like this whole sneaker shit is like it's different to me.
Did you see that they coming out?
That's the birth of the fashion, the sneaker thing.
Did you see they coming out like with the shell toes, but like with like these type of like the cushion bottoms now? Because you know how everybody got like, like the type of like designer shoes.
I didn't see that, but I don't know
they're making they're making like the shell toe.
I feel about seeing the shell toe.
Yeah, they're trying to bring the shell toe, but like with the bottom is like
how you feel about
like
that?
cushion.
You seen them already?
I seen them. I give them like an E for the effort, but an F for the fail. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't wear it. You know what I mean? But I see what they was trying. I get where they was trying to go.
You gotta try to get that picture.
Yeah.
Trying to like a designer sneaker.
It was trying to look like not a designer sneaker, but like the modern sneakers that everybody wearing today with like the this type of see how New Balance
I'm not saying I would wear it, but
like
I would call that fashion payback because all the high fashion designers get their designs from the fashion that we wear, the street designers.
A fact.
So if the street designers want to take from the high designers, fashion payback.
That's true. That's that. Yo, it's funny you said that. I like that. Can I take that?
Nah, that's my new.
But is that really street taken from? Is that really street taken from high end?
Fashion payback.
Because that's Adidas. They fucking rich.
Nah, you right. And let me ask you something.
Oh, these shit.
You seen them?
Let me see.
Am I right? Cause I seen them. It was like
these shits here.
Yeah.
Get them shits like the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they're like a foam. Yeah.
I'm not going with those.
That's the Adidas, all right.
But look, check this out. They better not have no Yeezy sole in them. They better not have that Yeezy sole. No, we said about
like a Yeezy, but a shell toe.
Listen,
nah, they made the whole sneaker like a fat lace.
I don't like them shits at all.
What you think about that?
Look, I don't like them at all.
Fashion payback, but I'm not wearing them.
But look, Marley, I don't like them at all. But if they got that EVA foam in them, like that Yeezy slipper right there,
it might be in the crib.
It might be in the crib.
Like a toy.
That fucking EVA foam or that Yeezy slipper, man. Y'all better go get them shits, man.
Adidas, y'all wildin' with that.
What the fuck?
Y'all wildin' with that. My man,
nah, that's just never a go.
My man Minus probably get those. He like Adidas.
Yo, what's up, man? How you feel about this whole shit that's going on with Drake and Joe? Let's talk about that. And
Oh man, I big
What-
up Joe. So y'all probably gonna think I'm biased.
what is stem from? What's
But
going
nah,
on?
I'm gonna keep it a stack though, because I think this stems from, again, they have prior, little tension. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to call that from what I've seen. Looks like they have a little tension. I think Joe gave him an honest opinion on the album because he didn't really shit on his album. Out of all of the hosts, he was one of the ones that was kind of bigging it up. I think other hosts was more, harsh on it than he was.
Mhm.
I think where it hit the needle was when he told, like, where he broke him down as of like lately. Lately you don't look like yourself. You haven't been yourself, like the Drake that we know you to be. You out here, you painting your nails, you're hanging out with Yachty, you got things in your hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, just. And again, I think Drake can feel how he feel. He can, what I mean. There's not anything wrong with that. I just was saying that Joe must have hit a nerve because what he said, he reacted the way I reacted, because that was a long paragraph.
He made a record?
No, he wrote a long paragraph. You would think this is like an essay.
He wrote something.
I've never seen Drake do that before.
I gotta check this out.
I've seen him, get Mr. Funny, he do his jokes, but I've never seen him write a long paragraph. And even in the paragraph, he got some jokes in there, he got some bars, but I could tell that from what Joe said, it hurt him, so that's why he went in like that.
Yeah, because I see Birdman and everybody.
And again, even what Joe said, and because I remember what Joe said, he kind of broke him down to where he was like, yo, look, listen, you were of age at about 36. His birthday's coming up. He'll be 37 this month of October. So he's like, yo, you running around, you out here messing with the young girls, bragging about that, and again, running around with Yachty, da-da-da. So it's almost like he was like saying, yo, dogs, like, you don't really gotta do that, like, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, he's kind of throwing J. Cole in the mix.
So you critiquing my music or my life though?
Yeah, it did sound like he was critiquing more than the music, for sure.
So why wouldn't I have a response for you?
Yeah, because it shows in your music. I mean, guess what? If I look at Drake now, I'm gonna look like, yo, this the man painting his nails. I don't know Drake to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, so I would say something, but I don't know if I would go in like how I guess Joe went in. But I don't know. It's all, again, tension. So it's not like this is the first time Joe said something about him.
But as an entertainer, you make your self open to all this.
I agree. Yeah, you're a public figure. That's why you're a public figure. And you're the top selling public figure. So no matter what you do, you're gonna be talked about. So like, even if
you're one of the top podcasters, so I'm gonna respond and talk about you too.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said. Drake is not wrong for responding. It's just the way how he responded was like, I don't think so. Like, if you listen to Joe, I don't feel it was personal like that. Like, if you listen to him, and
what do you feel the response was given though?
From Drake?
Yeah.
Hurt. It came from hurt. I felt like that came from a hurt place. Because if you really think about it, if I'm Drake, right? I'm just saying. Now I'm putting myself in perspective, right? And let's say that happened to me, and I'm Drake. I just dropped my album, and I'm on pace to sell 500 copies the first day.
Because
I'm not giving you all that. Like, that energy, that's too much energy. Like, you got too much energy. I'm not doing that.
Let's get it clear.
You get one shot from me, and that's it. Like, bang. I'm gonna give you some real. Like, he could have ended it like, yo, I own I got a 767. You got a 973, and that would have been it right there. Bang. Funny them out. That's it. But when you gave him the long speech, now you're giving Joe airtime. Because that ate up the whole shit the whole day. Like, that's all he was talking about. So now you're giving Joe the spark, so people go watch his.
You need the Drake views, so he gave them to him.
But I don't feel he needed the Drake views. Joe don't need Drake views.
No matter. You want to talk about me, so let's talk.
Yeah, but it's not for the need. I think, again, that's still what Joe do. So if it's, again, that's what I was trying to say. Like, I had a conversation with somebody about that. It's like, yo, if I'm giving a review on somebody, right, and I'm just giving my honest opinion, I could have said something good about them Friday, but because I said something bad on them Sunday doesn't mean that I'm on their dick or I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving, this is